We were asking, what is it to be aware? We said according to the dictionary, it has several meanings, but only I'm taking the principal meaning of that word, which is to be conscious, to be in touch, not verbally, but inwardly. To be in touch, to be conscious, to be sensitive to the outer and to the inner. When one is sensitive, there is no division as the outer and the inner. And we are saying, is it possible, that's the question, which is it possible to be aware totally, completely? That it implies, does it not? This is a dialogue. I am not giving a speech. So please share in the question and answers. We are saying, the questioner is saying, is it possible to be completely aware? Now, is there a difference, I'm asking you, between the outer, that is the political, social, economic, and all the things that are happening in the world, the violence, the brutality, the appalling political chicanery, deception, all that is going on out there, is it not also going on inwardly? Is society different? Is society created by us, or society just exists by itself? Do you understand my question? So, if we are related or sensitive to what is happening in the world, with all the violence and so on, who is responsible for it? And to be aware of that responsibility, which means to be sensitive, to be conscious of one's own violence, double talk, say one thing and think something else, wanting complete security in nationalities and so on, so on, so on. So, can one be totally aware of this movement? That's the question. Please answer it. Discuss it, talk it over. Can a human being, again, who is the representative of whole of humanity, which we discuss very clearly, which is obvious, which is factual, can a human being aware of that noise, of the train, the wind among the leaves, the beauty of the mountains, the environment, and also be aware what's going on inwardly? How is one, is it possible to be aware? Now I must go a little more deeply. One is aware of this tent, right? Conscious, the shape of it, the structure of it, the length of it, the proportions of it, right? And also one is conscious, one is aware, sensitive to the people sitting around you, the color of their dress, how they look, the color of their shirts, and what the ladies wear, and so on, so on. To be aware of it, conscious of it, sensitive to it. Right? But in that awareness, comes the question, I like that blue shirt and I don't like that red shirt. I like that person, I don't like that person for various reasons. Now, can you observe, we are asking, can one observe the person sitting next to you, the dress they wear, the color, without choosing? Without saying, I like, I don't like, just to observe. Is that possible? Can you do it? That's fairly simple, isn't it? No? What? Can't you do that?
Maybe when you point it out.
What's so?
When you point it out, it is possible, but in daily life we don't.
I'm coming to that, sir. You want to go ahead too quickly. You might observe the shirt the speaker is wearing, and you say, well, sorry, that's too much color. I don't like it. It is sewn badly, which is perfectly right, made in India. And, no, please, wait a minute. Things are made very well in India, perfectly, but this happened to be a bad tailor. And you can look at it without any without any condemnation or approval, can't you? Right? That's fairly simple, isn't it?
Why you say that it's very simple?
Come?
It's not so simple.
Come?
Perché lei dice che è così semplice, per noi non è semplice.
He says it's not simple for us to
Guardare senza giudicare, per noi non è semplice.
to look without judging. It is not possible.
No, it's not possible, it's not simple, as you say.
Come?
Non che sia impossibile. Per noi è molto difficile, è quasi
Per
impossibile.
lei?
Per me?
Ah, bene.
Scusi se ho parlato a nome di tutti.
Ah, no. The gentleman is saying it's very difficult for us to be aware without judgment, judicare, without judging. And I say, is he speaking for himself or generally, for all the people in the tent? He said, at last, I'm speaking for myself. Now, is that so? Can you not observe, please, this is a discussion, a dialogue, a conversation. Can you observe without judgment, without approval, or just to look? Is that not possible? No? It's not possible? Why? Is it because one is so heavily conditioned to like and to dislike? I'm just asking, I'm not saying you are. I don't like the Russians, or I love the Russians. I don't like this and I don't like that. But to observe, because we'll go into a little deeper afterwards. Can you observe a tree, a mountain, a river, without just to look at it? Not say, I like, I don't like, this is beautiful. You follow? Just to look at something. Is that not possible? Because if you cannot do that outwardly, it becomes much more difficult when you go inwardly. Right? It's fairly easy to observe a car and say, that's not a nice color, or just to look at it. And if one cannot do that, then how can you observe yourself without any condemnatory process? Just to observe what is actually happening. That is to be aware without any choice. I believe I was told the other day, when we use that word, choiceless awareness, that is the essence of religion. Maybe, may not be. I'm just passing it on to you. So we're asking, if one is not sensitive, you can't be sensitive. You say, I don't like that. Or I do like that. This gives me more delight in looking, and that disgusts me. Because if one is not capable to observe without any movement of thought, which is like and dislike, condemning, accepting, how can one observe the extraordinary complexity of one's own existence inwardly? You understand my question?